All right, this is Unit 4, Lesson 5. So we've spent all this time working on factoring. Why? Why did we want to learn how to factor? Well, if you remember, I did say near the beginning of the unit that what we were trying to do is we were trying to deal with the fact that quadratics typically have an x squared and an x. It's got two different powers of x in the same equation. And so what factoring does is that makes it so that both our values of x have the same power. We're going to utilize something called the zero product property, which you already know, and it's going to allow us to solve these quadratic equations. The zero product property says if A times B equals 0. In other words, if you have two numbers that you're multiplying together to get 0, then A equals 0 or B equals 0. Oh my goodness, earth shattering. So if I have two numbers that are multiplied together to give me 0, then either A equals 0 or B equals 0. One of them has to be 0. So why do we care about that? Why is that very obvious fact useful? Well, take a look. Here's a quadratic equation that's already been, this is a quadratic function because of f of x. It's already been factored. Well, here's the thing. If I were to plug in 0 for f of x, then I've got now two things being multiplied together to give me 0. Here's one thing, and here's the other thing. So what does that mean? That means that either x plus 7 equals 0 or x minus 3 equals 0. That's the only way that this times this would equal 0. So now these are one-step equations, like the very first ones you learned how to do in 6th or 7th grade. I'm trying to get x by itself. I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides. X equals negative 7. And I'm going to add 3 to both sides, and this on the right-hand side, and x equals positive 3. So this quadratic equation, and we're concerned when it equals 0. That's our main concern. We want x either equal to negative 7 or equal to 3. Those two values of x would make this true. All right. So let's kind of generalize this a little bit. Step 1. You're going to be given quadratic equations in lots of different ways. So the first step is to get the equation in standard form. And that is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So if you have an equation that's not equal to 0, and it's not in standard form, ax squared plus bx plus c, then that means you need to do some work. So in this case, we would need to, step 1 would be subtract 5 from both sides, because I'm trying to get it equal to 0. So now I have x squared minus 2x minus 15 equals 0. This is standard form. Step 2, factor. Factor. So this is a regular trinomial. So I need two sets of parentheses, and I need to know what multiplies to negative 15 and adds to negative 2, negative 5, and positive 3. And the last step is zero product property, which means set both factors equal to 0 and solve. That's zero product property. So x minus 5 has to equal 0 or x plus 3 has to equal 0. And you solve both of those for x. On the left-hand side, I'm going to add 5. And on the right-hand side, I'm going to subtract 3. And here are the two values of x that would make this equation true. They are solutions. We are now solving. Notice the equals, so we're solving. So x equals 5 would make this true. X equals -3 would also make this true. Get your equations into standard form, factor, use zero product property to solve. That's the process.